because for me, big doesn't mean strong.
Yeah.
You can be big, but it's not necessarily being strong. And you can be short, but you can be strong.
Okay, what's your objective for this tournament?
To play our style. Yeah, actually, it's very important participation for the team. I think it's the first time we participate in an international friendly with almost same level teams. So I think it's the girls' opportunity to perform. Maybe in the SEA Games we had to play to respect our opponent's experience and level. So we needed to adapt to the game situation more. So maybe we played more defending. But I think this is the time for our team to perform as we wanted, as we've been training on. So yeah, this is the main objective, of course, to gain more experience and to see more girls playing in international tournaments.
Being the highest ranking team in the group, is it a pressure or is it a pleasure?
Of course, pleasure. It's always pleasure to see your team is leading with the highest ranking, but definitely will put some pressure. For me, the pressure is good because if we perform under pressure, then we learn a lot. We learn a lot to deal with pressure, with this more serious pressure in the future. So we don't care about the pressure.
Soleen, from the call-up that you released, how many actually turned up for duty today?
Everyone.
Everyone? It's a full. You have a full house.
You mean for the players who plays locally, everyone turned out except for Azurin and Yana, who's playing in Kosovo. So they will follow us in Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
So Taif is quite chilly compared to here. Is it going to be difficult for the girls or?
No, I think it will be good because the weather there is good. I think the time we're playing, let's say around 8:30, the kick-off time. The weather is 25, no humidity, which is good, and Taif is very clean city, so it's good atmosphere.
Soleen, are you expecting to see the players perform better, seeing as though that our national league is ongoing right now, so they basically have playing time?
Yeah, definitely. Because the girls been training since we came back from the SEA Games with their clubs, and they were playing regularly with almost competitive teams, because if you see the LWN results, most of the teams, like the results were 1-0, 0-0, so it was competitive matches, which is good. So the players gain more experience and played under pressure, so I accept better performance from the team this time.
All right, if we can see we don't see the Nat, Henrietta, so can you explain why they don't play with this team?
Yeah, some of the players, unfortunately, they got injured, like Tiva. Who else got injured? Yeah, but Tiva had serious injury. Some of the players, they didn't play in LWN, they didn't gain this experience. And I said before to the players, if you don't play in LWN or you didn't train with the clubs, you will have less opportunity. So maybe Henrietta and Nadia didn't have the chance to sign this time with LWN, but hopefully in the next transfer window they will get the chance. So this time we give more chance to other players who train regularly to see them in the international tournament.
So saying that minutes is important for this call up.
Yeah, definitely. When you are in the atmosphere of playing, you gain more experience. You will be, because I was telling Farah, we only have 4 days before we go there. So if we bring players who were away from playing, we need more time to prepare. But these players are prepared, so I will not need long time to prepare them physically at the beginning, because if you are away of football for 2 months, physically you're not ready. So how come you can come here for 4 days, then go play a high level tournament?
So nowadays everything about Harimau Malaya and also Malayan Tigress attract fans. So do you think Malayan Tigress can emulate what Harimau Malaya did?
Yeah, I think the more activity we do, the more fans we attract, because fans need to see activity, to know the players, to see their performance. But how come we can attract fans if we don't have any activity for women's football in general? But now we have LWN, we had many tournaments for youth and senior. So I see this year the fans now more aware of what's happening in women's football, and hopefully we get more fans. And definitely I will not forget, and also not forget to thank you all for highlighting what we are doing, because this is the most important thing, to promote women's football, to attract sponsors, and to gain more support for women's football.
Success in Taif maybe attract more.
Yeah, definitely, because people usually, okay, you are close to women's football, you know what is happening, and maybe you have idea of how much time do we need to go further where we need to be, but at the end, the people from outside who's a bit away, they need to see results. So if we gain results, hopefully, definitely we'll gain more fans, more supporters, and that's what the girls need. They need support, they don't need negative feedback.
Okay, Soleen, as you mentioned before, it's a pleasure to be the highest ranked team in the group. Okay, having said that, what do you make of the opponents, and do you have like all the relevant information that you need to furbish your players with it?
Yes, for now, our technical staff, they are preparing all the information, they're doing analysis, we're following the teams, where they played, against whom, so we're collecting more information to be prepared for each match. I wouldn't say the team will play the same, because you know different opponents needs different plan. So according to each opponent, we change maybe the plan, but definitely our target to perform well and to win the match. So our focus now on the first match, which is Saudi Arabia. So we put this in the girls' head now, just focus on Saudi Arabia match. Once we finish, achieve that goal, then we focus on the next opponent.
It's gonna be physical match because most of the opponents are quite big compared to these girls. So is it? Did you tell them that no fear, just go ahead?
Yeah, definitely. If you see, and if you remember the SEA Games when we play against Philippines not only big, because for me big doesn't mean strong.
Yeah.
You can be big, but it's not necessarily being strong, and you can be short, but you can be strong. So I trust my players, because I think the strong in the mentality first. So if they have strong mentality, definitely they can face whatever the size of the opponent. So it's only about the spirit and the mentality.
Okay. Small, she's talking about herself.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for your
Thank you.
support.